Guys, today I've got an urgent update for you. We are about to see something big happen, and this is something that a lot of people are not paying attention to right now. But the people that are not paying attention, they will not only miss out on potentially some big gains moving forward, but also they will not be prepared for the big pullback that may happen as well. So guys, today I have an important update to you. I will go through everything here in this video, guys, so make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. Okay, so let's get straight into it, guys. Before I talk about the massive opportunity in the market, let us just get a quick overview here first on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can see that indeed we closed yesterday the highest daily candle ever for Bitcoin. So you can see we closed right here. So this was a high. Now it wasn't the swing high. We know that we've been trading at 104 previously, but we didn't close this high before. And in fact, the current daily candle, as you can see right here, if we manage to close a daily candle like this is also going to be the highest daily candle close for Bitcoin ever. So things are looking still really well for Bitcoin, guys, and there's a lot of people in the market right now. It seems like there's a lot of skepticism, a lot of people got burned and everything, but the thing is, yeah, Bitcoin is looking really good, and I think that we're about to see a big move. I will talk about that in a bit, and that is going to cause a lot of the people that got wrecked, that will start to FOMO back into Bitcoin, causing even higher prices. So let me get into that here in a bit. First, on the Ethereum chart as well, you can see that most altcoins, in fact, they continue to consolidate right now. You can see for Ethereum, after having this move towards the upside, we're consolidating like this. So this looks like it wants to break out as well. Current resistance at $4,000 for Solana. We actually broke down from the 222 level yesterday, and you can see that right now we find ourselves at 219 approximately. We knew that we were gonna have a make it or break it moment where we would either break through this towards the upside, or we would have to break down from this because we were consolidating and squeezing in between these two lines here. So this is a little bit bearish, but just remember we have the big support at 211, 210, and then we have 207 here as well, which is a downward sloping red line here. So we still have significant support for Solana towards the downside, and if anything, if we come down here lower, I think that this is a pretty good buying opportunity. But if you look at Solana to Bitcoin, the weekly time frame, you can see that, yeah, big red candle here. Let us see, today we are gonna close this candle, guys. So we would want us to rally and close inside of this formation right here. If we do not do that, it is suggesting that Solana is going to underperform Bitcoin. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that Solana is going to go down in USDT terms. It can just mean that Bitcoin is going to go on a big run and Solana is just going to perform slightly lower, but Solana can still also go up in price. So yes, we want to close inside of this one so we can potentially break this towards the upside. But if we close like this, that is an ugly candle breaking the formation here on Solana compared to Bitcoin. So we will have to keep close eyes on this also. Now, if we look at XRP is still consolidating in within this formation right here. So you can see it very clearly. So we're consolidating here, and just like with Ethereum, this looks ready to break out. We're just waiting for that big catalyst, which I think is coming very soon. So yeah, consolidation for XRP, that is all well. Cardano is in between the two levels, the two important levels at $1.16, and we have support at $1.02. So let's see, we are very close to it right now. So if we come down a little bit lower, potentially a good trading opportunity here, getting in at the support and potentially also getting in right here if you get the opportunity at 98 cents. So I've been watching Cardano, I've been watching all of this. If you look at Dogecoin, you can see that the formation here going down, breaking out, meeting support of this red line here, having a bounce. And then typically when we have consolidation, so you can see we had consolidation right here, typically when we see that, we do see a move towards the upside. But this time, instead of having that consolidation and seeing a move towards the upside, instead we're now seeing a consolidation again and a little bit of a pullback here. So that is a difference compared to what we've seen here previously. The question is this now going to catch up and then we see a big move towards the upside after that? We will see. But in general, why altcoins are struggling a little bit right now, and yes, they are struggling. Look at this. For the day, most altcoins are down in between 5 to 15%. There are some outliers. Some coins have been doing really well here, but most altcoins are down. And why is that? It is because the Bitcoin dominance is going up. So attention is coming into Bitcoin at this point. And there's going to be even more attention coming into Bitcoin. But I do think that we are not going to break through. So the Bitcoin dominance is going up here. And you can see that we're meeting resistance. I don't think that we're going to break the 58% level. So when the Bitcoin dominance comes down, especially if the Bitcoin price is at a much higher price, so that would mean that the altcoins are going to have a massive run, similar to what you saw here for the last month or so, and you've been seeing some altcoins go absolutely nuts here. So when Bitcoin goes on a massive run, I don't think that we're going to break the Bitcoin dominance here, and altcoins are going to do well. Which brings me to the big opportunity. Before I talk about the massive opportunity that is happening right now, quick update on the trading strategy. So Bitcoin is up $282,000, 180 for Ethereum. Solana and Dogecoin has had some pullbacks. As the price has been going down, of course, the position itself is down $65,000 for Solana, but in general, the algorithm has been making some nice profits here, so it is up 102, which brings the profit in total to $37,000. For Dogecoin, the position is also down significantly, and you can see that the algorithm, just like with Solana, the algorithm is kind of saving us here from the losses of the position itself being down, and we're up $20,000 for Dogecoin. So Cardano is up 2.8 thousand here, so annualized profit is 3,680, and for XRP it is still 5,000% in profit here. So that is all fantastic to see, and if you want to get into these trading strategies yourself, watch the tutorials. I have 3 tutorials going over the Pionex bots here at the top. So 1, 2, 3, and then I have an extra bot also in my trading document. So make sure to go and check these ones. Very, very important that you do that. But then you have sign up to Pionex right here. It's gonna take you to the exchange, sign up, and then you have the bonuses by clicking on this link right here. Then you have the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Doge bots on these links. If you want to use it for your favorite altcoin, just click on that link. It's gonna open up this sheet for you, and here you can pick whichever altcoin you want. You have Aave, you have Cardano, you have Atom, you have whatever altcoin you want to see. And also I have added the annualized profits. So if the profits were to continue as we have seen, then you have the annualized profits per year here for each and every one of those. Now, of course, this is not indicative of, this is not sure that it's going to continue like this. If the price goes up higher, then these ones are going to increase. If the price goes down, then they are going to decrease, of course. So yeah, make sure to watch the trading tutorials I talked about. And for our altcoins, you know, I did an altcoin video a few days ago. Altcoins are down in general, but one of the altcoins I talked about in that video was Lingo, and I talked about it at, I think it was like 30 cents or so, and it's almost up, I would say 60-70% since that video. So massive congratulations to everyone that got into Lingo. Lingo has been doing extremely well, and I do think that Lingo is going to continue to do well also. But the rest of the altcoins here are taking a beating together with the rest of the altcoin market. You need to be ready for the events this week. This week is going to be a volatile week. On Wednesday, you have the Fed rate decision, you have the FOMC economic projections, and then you have the most important thing, which is the press conference. Thursday, you have more data. Friday, you have even more data. So from Wednesday to Friday, expect big volatility in the market. So be prepared for that right now. So here is the big opportunity. So MicroStrategy, they are going to enter into the NASDAQ 100. So what is the NASDAQ 100? It is an index of the top 100 stocks in the NASDAQ. So why is this important? Because there are different index funds that are tracking the index of the NASDAQ. So meaning they have to have exposure towards all of the stocks inside of the NASDAQ 100. So this is going to happen on the 23rd of December. I'm pretty sure that they are going to, let me see here. 23rd of December, MicroStrategy will be added to the QQQ. So QQQ is the NASDAQ index. So the announcement has already been made. And that means that all of these index funds, they will need to buy MicroStrategy. How much money do they need to buy MicroStrategy for? The expectation is that they will need to put in about $2 billion worth of MicroStrategy stocks before the end of, essentially, next week, before the 23rd, they will need to add that exposure to MicroStrategy. So this week, essentially, you will be seeing a lot of buy-in MicroStrategy because they have to. They have to add that because they are tracking the index. So $2 billion worth of money will flood into MicroStrategy. Now, I think that Michael Saylor, as you know, he will try to take this opportunity. It will obviously pump the MicroStrategy stock most likely. Now, when this happens, I think he's going to take the opportunity and announce new sales of Bitcoin. So he will start to use the leverage of his stock going up. He will raise more money with the stock going up. He will buy more. But this is just my speculation, but this is the big opportunity that I'm seeing in the market. As you know, guys, we're trying to think outside of the box here. I'm trying to bring you stuff that other channels are not. So I try to think about what is going to happen in the future. So this is what I believe is going to happen. So the MicroStrategy stock will be added to the QQQ. They will have to pour a lot of money into MicroStrategy. They will have to buy up a lot of MicroStrategy to keep up with the index. And then he's going to take that opportunity to raise more money, which will cause kind of like a flywheel towards the upside also. So he'll raise more money, he will buy more Bitcoin, which means that the Bitcoin price is going to go up, which means that the price of the actual MicroStrategy stock will also go up. So all of these things are going to happen within the same week where you have the big volatility here. So the market will already be very volatile and be ready for that. Like, it will be volatile, but there will be a lot of cascading liquidations towards the down and towards the upside as people start to short the market and they try to be smart. Now, if you look at the liquidation levels, we have significant amounts of liquidation levels towards the upside here. If you look at $102,000, $103,000, you can see we have several $100 million worth of potential liquidations if we break through these walls right here. If we start to tap into this liquidity here, then we're going to see massive amounts of liquidations for the shorts, which means that you're going to see a squeeze towards the upside. So everything is really set up right now for all of these things to happen. If things plays out the same, if you look at the traditional markets here, the futures market is going to open up later on today. This is the S&P 500. So the S&P 500, by the way, MicroStrategy later down the line should also be added to the S&P 500, but that will probably be in the beginning of next year. And if they get added to the S&P 500, that is going to bring insane amounts of money. So now we're talking about the short term with MicroStrategy being added to the NASDAQ index, but when they get added to the S&P 500, that is going to be absolutely insane if they get added. Now, also one cause for concern here is that because NASDAQ QQQ is tech companies, MicroStrategy might be declassified as a financial stock instead, and then they will be once again removed from the QQQ, but that will also be by the beginning of next year, so it will not be right now, but this is just something you need to be prepared for. But for now, I think the base case is just like I said. We're going to see MicroStrategy stock being pumped. We're going to see Michael Saylor announce Bitcoin purchases, and then we're going to see the stock go up and Bitcoin go up, and you will be able to take a big opportunity there. And then as Bitcoin goes up, then the Bitcoin dominance is probably going to go up a little bit in the short term, but then once we hit this level again, or even this level, 60%, but I think 58% is the more likely one, we start to go down here, which means that all of these altcoins breaks out of all of the formations I just talked about here that we are seeing all across the board. So that will be absolutely glorious. And then we also need to take that opportunity to figure out how to best use that opportunity to make more profits. So how we're going to actually keep those profits that we will be able to make. Now, this is all an idea. We could see the traditional markets when they open up, you see a big red candle down to $5,000. That is going to stop all of these things. So if you see bearish news come out and everything, but base case right now is the stuff I talked about here. So I will be playing that. Of course, I have my training strategies all being ready for that. But big update coming to these ones very, very soon also. So guys, that is what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.